Welcome everybody to Using Essential Oils with Dogs. My name is Draper and I am an independent distributor and wellness educator with Young Living Essential Oils. I'm so excited that you guys are here today to learn how to properly use your essential oils with dogs. They can seriously benefit from that as much as we can. The first thing that we actually need to get out of the way is the disclaimer. So I am not a veterinarian or a medical professional. The information contained herein was not compiled by a medical professional. Therefore, anything presented is not intended to treat, diagnose, prevent any disease, or cure your pet, regardless of what type of pet that may be. You are ultimately responsible for how you use this information. Please, guys, always do your research on any oil you intend to introduce to your pet, and consult a healthcare professional for medical evaluation and treatment of your animals. After all, they are our family members, you know. Now that that's out of the way, I welcome your questions, comments, and suggestions during and after the workshop. And you can add your comments to the comment section below if you'd like, and I'll address all of your questions and comments after the workshop has been completed. The class objectives for today is going to be how to safely use Young Living essential oils with your dog, how to support the health of your dog with Young Living essential oil products, some awesome DIY recipes that can get you started using oils with your dogs. And I also want to note here, you know, I hear often people are misinformed about essential oils in dogs and get nervous when using essential oils with their pets. You're often told you shouldn't, but you can use them with your dog and other pets like cats and horses if they're used the proper way. Using them the proper way also includes using 100% actual pure essential oils that are not diluted or adulterated. And I do need to make clear that I am only addressing essential oils for dogs today, not cats. You have to be very cautious about cats, and I have not done the proper research yet to address that topic. I do, however, plan to create a workshop in the future that will curtail around using essential oils with the cats, but for now, let's just focus on our furry pups. I would like to introduce you to my now 15-year-old fur baby, Pippi. We welcomed Pippi into our home when she was about 2.5 years old from a rescue facility. She had not come from a very good home and was a very anxious pup because of it, and still is today. A couple years ago, we almost put Pippi to sleep because we came home from Christmas party to find that she had tried to bite her way out of her kennel, which was a metal kennel, and lost numerous teeth. I knew then she was getting older and more anxious and restless when we were away, and I knew she was just awful miserable because of it. So my son took her to a holistic pet veterinarian in town, and that was really my first major introduction to essential oils. The vet suggested we diffuse a Young Living proprietary blend called Peace and Calming about a half hour before leaving and spritzing her coat with it just before leaving. This did help, although she is still anxious. It really isn't as bad as it was before we introduced her to the Young Living essential oils, though. Pippi loves us for it. Next, I'd like to introduce to you my two grandpups, Prana on the left and Ziggy on the right. These pups have been using essential oils for quite some time now. They use them a lot, actually. One product I will tell you about later helps them get rid of parasites instead of having chemical-laden medicine to do that for them, and it really does work. Prana has a story of her own. Real quickly, she was attacked by a pit bull and badly injured a couple years ago. She was in bad shape. The cost of taking her to a vet was not an option for her mom at the time, so her mom treated her with various essential oils. Prana loved her mom so much for that care. I'm telling you, I was there, so I saw the healing happen myself. And she really loves her essential oils. Prana loves the little miracles that the essential oils brought to her for her journey to healing from that incident. It's been said that dogs are man's best friend, and as part of the family, we all want our pooches to live a long and healthy life, just as we do the rest of our family. Using essential oils for their care will help them do just that. For the most part, you can use the same oils on your dogs as you can yourself, but there are certain oils that vets are recommending that you do not use on or around your dog, and I'll actually provide you guys with a link to a PDF of these oily no-nos for reference. The size of your dog also does matter, so using proper dilution of essential oils with a carrier oil is critical. And it's more on that in a minute, though. I'm going to go ahead and get into that in a little bit. It's really important, though, that you guys introduce any new essential oil to your pet slowly, just as you would yourself. Don't ever try to force your pet to smell the oil, and because they may be turned off by it and never want to try it again. I can tell you that there are oils that I have not liked the smell of in the first place either, but as time went on, or if my emotions changed, those oils tend to, be more acceptable. So just, introduce them again. I do only recommend pure therapeutic grade oils from Young Living for reasons I will discuss a little bit more here shortly. I will not ever use imitation, diluted, or adulterated oils on myself, so I'm definitely not going to put them on my furry family member. Okay, as with humans, there are 3 ways to use essential oils with your dogs. The first is to diffuse the oils by using your Young Living diffuser or other diffuser, or you can apply the oil to your hands and let your dog inhale from a distance of about 8 to 10 inches. Remember Ziggy, my grandpup? He loves a sniff of valerian essential oils for some reason. I have to actually take my hands away from him and he'll follow me, or he would just get essential oil overload, which can happen if you inhale too much. When inhaled, just as in humans, the scent goes directly into the olfactory part of our brain. The olfactory bulb has direct connections to 2 brain areas that are strongly implicated in emotion and memory. Pardon me. Again, I'm going to stress not to force your dog to inhale if they don't want to. Just simply try it again another time. They just need to get used to the scent. I do want to note that it is the best practice when diffusing around your pets to always make sure that your pet can leave the room when you're diffusing. Don't place them in an area where they can't leave, because if they don't like the smell, if they were in a kennel and you put it in a room and they can't leave, that could actually cause more issues with them than you would want. Next is to use the essential oil on your dog topically, which is the most favorable. A couple ways you can do that. You can rub on hands and pet your dog using long strokes down the back or to the area of concern. You can use a glass spritzing bottle with distilled water and a small amount of witch hazel and spray on their fur, always keeping away from their eyes and face. Never spray into their face. Always do it on their back or their hind legs, and never in any of their sensitive body parts, because you don't need to get them in your sensitive body parts, and neither do the dogs. The reason why I use a little witch hazel is because that helps disperse the oils from staying at the very top of the spray bottle, but always shake your bottle before you use it. You can also use a roller ball with carrier oil and essential oils in it and apply it directly to the area of concern. And you can also use essential oils on the pads of their paws. Remember, always, always use a carrier oil. And there are some oils that are considered hot that you would not want to put on the pads of their feet. Definitely would not do that with peppermint. So like I say, just always do your research. It's very important for you to do that. Lastly, you can provide your dog with the benefits of essential oils by internally using them. This would be done by what's called the Vitality line from Young Living. Young Living has a particular labeling system where you'll know that it's safe to ingest the oil, because any oil that's in the Vitality line has been considered safe to ingest. So just always make sure that you're using a safe to ingest essential oil like Young Living's Vitality line if you're going to have your pets use them internally. A couple ways that you can get them into their bodies internally would be to add a drop of the carrier oil into a vegetable capsule and sneak it in their food. Add it directly to their food or treat. You have heard me talk a little bit about dilution during this workshop. Diluting essential oils with a carrier oil like Young Living's V6 oil, organic coconut oil, organic virgin olive oil, or sweet almond oil, and even a product from Young Living called Animal Sense ointment is crucial, and you should always, always use it when you are using essential oils on your dogs. As you can see on this slide, there are dilution recommendations for your dog depending on the size. The smaller the dog, the more diluted you want the essential oil to be. Essential oils go into your body very, very quickly, and they're super powerful. So dilution is super, super, super important to the safety of using essential oils with any pet. So I just want to make one note as well with a carrier oil. Grapeseed is a great carrier oil for humans who don't have pets, who want to have an oil go into their skin without it being greasy using a carrier oil. But with dogs, at least, grapeseed comes from grapes, and dogs are they're poisonous to dogs. So stay away from that as a carrier oil for your pets. Okay, so how do you choose the best oil for your dog? Not all essential oils are the same, and I am only going to attest to Young Living essential oils as being 100% truly pure in its form, with no adulterations, dilutions, or chemicals, because I know personally that Young Living does not use any chemicals, pesticides on their plants, and they actually own their own farms or co-op all over the world. And Young Living stands by what's called the seed to seal promise. And you would not want to be putting essential oils full of chemicals or pesticides or being diluted to make more profit on your pet or yourself, actually. So always use an oil that's actually 100% pure. Most of the oils that are on the market are not. Most brands are only about 5% actual essential oils. The FDA's standard amount of oil in a bottle to allow the company to call it pure is only 5% actual oil, and the rest of it is junk added to the essential oil for profitability and higher yield. I did do my research for weeks before I actually personally chose Young Living as a source of my oils for myself and my family. Again, this is why I chose Young Living, is because of the seed to seal promise. It's so important, and it's the exact reason why I did choose it over any other brand that I researched. I will provide you with a link to a little video that you can watch about the seed to seal promise in the description section. So I'm just going to touch a little bit more on the 10 reasons why I chose Young Living. Again, they own their own farms. They do not use third-party farms, so they always have their hands in the dirt, per se. You can visit their farms, anyone can, and participate actually in the harvest and distillation process, which is amazing. You don't have to even be a Young Living user. You can just go visit the farm and see it. That's in Utah, by the way. Well, one farm in distillation. They're all over the world. But again, the seed to seal process and the quality commitment to ensure that we are given only the purest oils with nothing but the oil, all 100% oil from the plant. Young Living oils are first distillation only, so they're not watered down. If they are not a good oil after they've been tested, they throw it out. They do not give us bad oil. Each batch of essential oil is rigorously tested in-house and by a third party to assure that it is 100% pure and perfect. They do not use pest and weed control. They're managed without toxic chemicals, and essential oils are sometimes even used to manage the weeds. Young Living has 21 plus years of research and experience in the field of essential oils. They also have the largest selection of single and blended oils in the world, and each Young Living nutritional supplement incorporates essential oils, which I'm so excited about, because not only are you getting good nutrients, but you're also getting essential oils that help with the absorption. And lastly, the support and education that I get from Young Living as a wholesale member with them is completely amazing. I've only been using essential oils myself for a short time, which is a couple years at the time that I made this video. And it really, like I say on here, it was a life-changing experience that I get every single day. It changes my life even more. Okay, so if you already have a Young Living starter kit of oils, as pictured here, you have 11 oils in your hands already, along with supplements that you can readily introduce to your pets. If you don't already have a Young Living starter kit, I will leave a link below for you to check out how to get your kit of oils. But first, I want to talk a little bit about each oil that is in the Young Living starter kit and how they can benefit your dog. The first oil is copaiba. It's a great oil to use with active and older dogs. It is an essential oil that has traditionally been used to support the body's natural responses to irritation and supports a healthy digestion, the whole digestive system. It is steam distilled from the gum resin of the Brazilian copaiba tree. It is also used when experiencing a natural acute inflammation response. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't change my. Apologize for that. Things happen. So this is kind of cute. My owner says, one of my favorite diffuser blends is copaiba and lavender when I want to relax. I also enjoy this combination in my bath. So if you do happen to use essential oils in the bath with your pet, be sure to add Epsom salts to the water so the essential oils do not stay dispersed on top of the water, because that can cause both you and your pet to have skin irritations. And so the Epsom salts help so that the oils, get distributed in the water instead of being on top. If it's on top, it will feel like you're burning even though you're not. And I have been there. I learned my lesson when I first started using oils because I didn't know how to use them properly in the bath myself. So always make sure that you use some Epsom salts with your pet. The next one up is frankincense. Okay, so frankincense vitality, again, we're talking the vitality here. Just if you look at the frankincense bottles at the top, you can see that there is on the right, the frankincense that's just pure red, and then there's the frankincense on the left that has a white label with the red or the color around the name. The one on the left is the vitality line for essential oils. And like I had said before, if you ever see the white bottle with whatever color around the name and it says vitality, you know that those have been determined to be safe to ingest. So that's the big difference between those two. It's really nice because then it takes the guesswork out of, is this oil okay to ingest? And Young Living always has the directions and things like that on their label as well. So, but for pets, frankincense vitality supports overall well-being and a healthy immune system. It is super, super good for their coat and their skin, just like it is for our hair and our skin as well. But if you diffuse it, it's also really good for them to help focus and with their mind and to overcome stress and despair. And if you've not ever diffused frankincense, you really need to, because it is the most amazing smell. I love it so much. Okay, next up is one of my most favorite oils ever, is lavender. So you guys remember Prana, the one that got into a tangle with the pit bull? Well, lavender and copaiba are the two oils that really helped her on her healing journey with essential oils after she was injured. Lavender is known to soothe and support the skin. It is also gentle, soothing, and relaxing to your pet. If you diffuse it during thunderstorms, car rides, or wind, this is another alternative oil to the peace and calming to diffuse a little while before you actually leave. And I guess I could also say, when you're diffusing with your pet, don't put it right down on the floor next to your pet. You want to make sure that it's up above them and away from them where they can actually get the smell, but they're not able to sniff the steam or the molecules that are coming out of the diffuser. It's really good when you're taking long hikes. It's good for you to spritz on their bed to get them to relax at night, and also massage it behind the ears really helps them relax as well. DIY fun basic home thing that you can make for your dog is a body scrub with coconut oil, sugar, and lavender essential oils. It's super simple. Just get a little glass jar, fill it up with sugar. I recommend using an organic sugar, of course, a cane sugar, the essential lavender essential oil, and organic coconut oil. That's it. That's a really, really nice body scrub for your pet. All right, next up is peppermint. So peppermint is super good for digestive support, not only for your pets, but for you as well. The peppermint vitality is highly regarded as supporting a healthy lifestyle. It supports your digestive system when taken internally, and it's good in training when mastering new concepts because it keeps them alert. It also cools and calms the mind and lessens the fear of the unknown. The easy way to get them to carry this with them, especially during training, is to spritz it on their coat or to take, like we said before, put it on your hand with some carrier oil and just gently rub from the back of the head down to the back. And again, never, spritz it in their face. So that is peppermint. The next one is Digize, and Digize is an amazing support system for your pet. It can help keep parasites at bay. It provides a valuable support system for their digestive system, and it can be used on their feet and over their stomach with a carrier oil to allow the digestive support on the outside of their body. It includes a naturally occurring constituent such as menthol, citral, and zingiber. I'm not really sure what that one is, but it's really good for you guys to take this one along with you on a car ride with some carrier oil. And if they feel at ease in their digestive system, you can just go ahead and rub it topically on their belly, and that will help. So like they're saying, my owner says 1 drop of Digize Vitality under the tongue or in a glass of water supports digestion for a full meal. So it does really help with the digestion, and it is the blend has other essential oils in it that are super good for, like I said, keeping parasites at bay as well. Okay, next up is Panaway. Panaway is a essential oil from Young Living. It's proprietary blend. It's great for dogs that are active or older dogs actually as well who think they're still active but then start feeling sore for a couple days after they ran, like Pippi. Pippi still even today doesn't realize she's 15 years old when she wants to go after an animal, and it puts her down pretty good in her muscles and her joints for a few days. But it's good after strenuous exercise or workout, long runs, competitions. You can dilute it based on the dog's weight, as we had discussed before. And you can layer copaiba on top of it for extra relaxing effect. Copaiba actually acts as like a doubler for oils. So if you were to put it with Panaway, it basically doubles the what it does for your pet to help them feel better after they may have some soreness. So I would just kind of like what I did with Prana is I put some Panaway and frankincense and copaiba in a roller ball when she had her injury because she had some pretty sore hips and she had a hard time walking for a long time. And she just immediately enjoyed the relief that she received from that roller ball when I would put it on her muscles by her hips and on her hip bones. So that's another way to really enjoy using Panaway with your pets. All right, next up is purification. Purification will help get the stink out of your puppy. Some dogs are just naturally stinky, and even if you just gave them a bath, and others, they're not quite so stinky for a long time. Pippi's never been a stinky dog, and neither is Prana or Ziggy. But, you can put purification, which is another proprietary blend of Young Livings, into a spritzer and in a glass bottle, and take it with you on hikes. You can take it with you what if you had company and you didn't get to getting your dog a bath, you can spritz it on their back, and it'll help take those smells away. But purification also has blends of oils in there that's very soothing to the skin. It's used as an air freshener in the car after your dog has played in the water, and it is a really, really nice smelling oil. So my owner says my favorite oil to diffuse in the kitchen after cooking is Purification, and that's so true. It takes all the smells out after you've cooked. It takes care of odors, and I like putting this on cotton balls and gym bags, smelly shoes, trash cans too. So, you know, Purification is awesome for your entire family to get rid of odors that are distasteful. All right, on to Stress Away. Now, Stress Away is another oil that's very similar to the effects of what the Peace and Calming would do for your dog, like what Pippi had. I used Stress Away as well with Pippi. It really allows her to become relaxed if I don't have Peace and Calming, but I do see that Peace and Calming actually helps a little bit better. But in this kit, you have Stress Away, and Stress Away will work just fine until you were to maybe think about purchasing a Peace and Calming for your dog. But it is used for any kind of stress, including what comes with tiredness, irritation, situational anxiety, or just to unwind before bed. This is another one that you can put in a spritz bottle and spritz it around their bed before they go night-night. It induces relaxation and reduces occasional nervous tension. It has vanilla in the oil, and that really helps to promote the relaxation, as does cedarwood, which is also a good oil to diffuse for dogs, as long as you keep it directly away from them. These oils bring luxury and relaxation, and they also include lavender, lime, and ocotea, which is a great blend. This is just, if I could give you smell-o-vision, I wish you could smell this. That's the only downfall about doing these workshops online. You can't actually smell the oils, but I will tell you, this is my favorite oil actually to always diffuse in the car when I'm traveling, because it really allows you to just de-stress from whatever's going on while you're driving. And it would for your pet as well. Next up is lemon. Lemon is great for use in training of older dogs. It is really, really good for their bodily systems. You can just put it in the water bowl for them, as with other citruses. But lemon essential oil, you can add it to a ribbon at the top of the door for scent marking, and this will help older dogs find their way outside, or help puppies associate to the scent of the house during training. It's also great to diffuse for a clean and fresh scent in your home. And my owner says I add a couple of drops to Thieves Household Cleaner for mopping floors or cleaning stains from carpet when accidents happen. Very, very good two things to use if there is a little accident on your carpet is Thieves Household Cleaner, which is a proprietary cleaner from Young Living that is all plant-based and infused with essential oils, so it is completely safe for your pet. But adding lemon to it just adds an extra layer for scent, for a fresh scent. Okay, and then we have RC. Now, RC's not in the actual kit anymore. Young Living just changed that not too long ago over to a different blend, which is called Raven. But I'm still going to talk about RC because I think that's an oil that you can get outside your kit sometime. I feel it's super important for your dog. It's a really invigorating before exercise or long runs. It gets them going. It's an oil blend that helps you hit the ground running, like I said. It does that to me as well. Sometimes I will diffuse it before I do exercise, but you may also find it motivating for training your pet. It features 3 varieties of eucalyptus as well as cypress and spruce. You can dilute and rub on the back of your dog's neck before a walk or run. I do have to tell you that eucalyptus is okay from what my research shows to allow to use on your pet for, on their fur and things like that. But that is one oil you absolutely never, ever want them to ingest. So, when you use a blend on a dog, you also want to make sure that you're looking at the ingredients and doing your research if you intend to use it ever internally, because you may not realize that there is one oil in that blend that might not be very safe for your pet to ingest. But eucalyptus is okay on the outside of your pet. And in here, the little quote says, my owner says, diffusing RC is another favorite way to use this great blend. I love it before or after exercise. Okay, so with thieves, this is a good one to talk again about always reading with blends what's in a blend, because eucalyptus actually is in thieves. And even though this is showing the thieves vitality, I want to let you know that is not something that I would recommend you having your dog ingest. It's an essential oil known to be very strong and not fully recommended at all for animals to ingest. So thieves is really good for, still you can get the overall wellness and healthy immune system support by diffusing it, because what happens with thieves is it gets all the bacteria and things out of your air. So you're actually, promoting good air in your home from that, which allows your dog to also reap the benefits, and also you. It supports a healthy respiratory system. And the original Thieves blend, when diffused, creates a calm and comforting environment. And it truly is probably, can't even imagine any other product being more popular than Thieves. Again, I wish I had smell-o-vision for you guys, because it is the most amazing smell. The blend is amazing. It's not an oil I will ever be without, I can tell you that. So my owner says everything in our house gets cleaned with Thieves products. You won't believe how different your house feels and smells using a plant-based cleaner. Okay, so one thing that I really like about Young Living, and I actually didn't know about so much about it when I first chose to become a member of Young Living and use their oils, was that they have so many cool little collections and stuff. And what I really, really like about the Animal Sense collection is it takes the guesswork right out of whether the oil is safe or not for you. So this Animal Sense collection, well, I would say collection. I mean, there is a care collection, but it's out of stock. But I'm calling it a collection because it's a line, actually. So it's much like a line that we have called Kid Sense for kids. Like I said, it takes the guesswork out of whether the oil is safe for your pet. All of the products and essential oils have been formulated specifically for animals. They're great home remedies for horses, dogs, cats, rabbits. I've seen people use them with their rabbits. They're an exclusive blend that addresses common challenges that come up just for animals. So, and Pippi loves her animal shampoo. She smells so good. And I tell you what, I know she's not a stinky dog, but you can tell for weeks after you shampoo her, she doesn't need to have purification put on her, because I can actually still smell the wonderful scent of the shampoo on her. My son takes care of her now, and I'm always asking him when I see her, did you just give her a bath? And he's like, nope. So the animal shampoo is really good. The Animal Sense ointment is wonderful, especially during this time of year. If it's winter, your dog's feet get really dry, just like our skin does, and they go outside and it's cold. And also in the summertime, you're walking around more on pavement and cement, which also is very harsh on their feet. Animal Sense ointment is a wonderful way for them to get on a healing journey for their paws. And the Animal Sense dental chews are really, really nice. You can actually give them one of those treats maybe once or twice a week, and it really, really helps with freshening their breath, for longer periods of time. So this is a really, really cool line that Young Living came up with just for your cute little furry pets. Okay, so next we are going to actually talk a little bit about each one of these Animal Sense essential oils. One of them is called PuraClean, and you add 1 to 2 drops topically. You can put 8 to 10 drops in a spray bottle with distilled water, and I do, even though it doesn't say it here, always recommend using a little witch hazel anytime you make a spritzer. So that'll be a quick skin cleansing spritz for them. Mendwell is wonderful to massage 1 to 2 drops topically. Use an aroma glide filament, which is something that you get in your in that collection that you can just simply put right on top of that bottle and use it as a roller, so you don't have to put it inside of a roller ball. Then it's best when used in a 3-part system with Pure Clean and Infect Away. You know, it's something that I would use. I actually did use when my dog had a little bite on her ear from a bug. I used the Mendwell on it. Infect Away, it's a quick skin cleansing spritz as well. Same thing, you know, you can see all of these directions are on the bottles. TOA is formulated to soothe with a soothing scent to support a new level of emotional freedom and joyful feelings. You know, dogs do have feelings too. And Repel Aroma, this will be really good for your pet, especially in the summer months or wherever you're living where there's a lot of bugs outside and things like that. You just put it on your hands, and you can put it right on their coat, or you can again use the spritz bottle and just spritz it on their skin and their coat. Paragize is the one I told you guys I would talk about later that both of my grandpups use. And I am not going to get into the details of grossing you out, but I can tell you I have never ever seen any of my pets poop out what should be coming out as parasites with any conventional medicine that's full of chemicals. This Paragize made I'm not even going to go any farther. You can get the picture, but Paragize was amazing. And that's all you do is put it in their water or on top of their food during certain cycles of the season, and it will clear them out. So again, we have Pure Clean and Mendwell, Infect Away, TOA, Repel Aroma, and Paragize. There's a few more things that I want to talk about, and that's a little more about the shampoo. It cleans and conditions, protects your pet's coat without harmful ingredients. Again, everything that Young Living creates is plant-based materials and you know, infused with essential oils. So you're assured that this is very safe for your pet. It's formulated with 5 pure essential oils and other natural ingredients. Safe and effective for animals. And from what I hear, I know that there's a lot of people out there, humans, who prefer for some reason the Animal Sense shampoo over the Young Living human shampoos. So it's safe for you too. Next again is the dental chews that I talked about. They do not have any artificial colors or flavors. They are infused with essential oils, and they are awesome for dogs. So here's a few other things that are outside of what you can get for that starter kit collection of oils. Christmas Spirit is an awesome one that allows your pet to, you know, have the spirit of learning, security. If you're out of thieves, it's a great one to use to diffuse in place of it because it has a lot of the similar oils in it. Citrus Fresh is great for general health, the immune support, and it encourages hydration. This is one that you can put a drop in their bowl, and it's very good for, it's a natural diuretic for animals just as it is for humans. So it helps maintain a healthy weight. Clarity is a really good oil if your dog is in training. It allows them to keep a mental alertness, and it promotes energy. Common Sense, well, we really don't need to probably elaborate on what Common Sense might do, especially with a pup. Sometimes they don't have it. But it allows them to make better decisions, and it supports training and retraining with your pets. Okay, and then Neroli helps with bad dreams. If you've ever seen your pet kind of go whoof, whoof like that, you know, when they're sleeping, they're dreaming. We don't know whether it's a bad dream or what, but if it is a bad dream, and they tend to be ones that are anxious and have bad dreams all the time, Neroli might be something that you might want to use in place of lavender to spritz on their little beds. Orange is really good for older dogs, dogs that tend to be tired, which happens when they get older, and grieving dogs if they've actually lost a family member or a pet that they're used to being around. Orange helps allow them to recreate happy emotions, so that's a good one. Peace and calming, we've talked a lot about that being a good oil for anxious pets who have occasional stress and anxiety. Valor 2 is a really good one for courage training. Great before you go to competition events. Very good for active dogs. Heliochrysum is great for active dogs as well and teething dogs. Heliochrysum has a wonderful smell. I just recently got this one myself. It's a little bit more of an expensive bottle, I will tell you that. But I actually earned it free through Young Living, and I would discuss that with you someday if you wanted to find out how I did that, because it is like a $90 bottle. But it is good to diffuse around your animals or put in a roller ball. Frankincense, again, we talked about that before because that is actually in your in that kit. So we'll just move on to marjoram. Marjoram's good for sensitive dogs. Some of those dogs that just, you put your hand out and they just don't even want to have nothing to do with anybody. They're sensitive, they're emotional. My dog, Pippi, super high strung. She's blue heeler, so those are very high strung breeds. And I'm not sure about the girl crazy dogs, but I guess if you have a girl crazy dog, you could definitely try spritzing that on them, and maybe they'll not be so girl crazy. Deep Relief is kind of it's an already made roller ball, and it has the Panaway in it, the wintergreen in it, all those kinds of products, kind of like the roller ball that I made for Prana when she was injured, but it does have other ingredients in it. It is super amazing for after activity for humans and for animals. You can just roll it on the area of concern, their back hind legs, and so that's a real good one for active dogs, or for dogs that, like I say, think they're active and they're really not anymore. Okay, some of the same supplements that are good for overall wellness for us are also really good for dogs and have the same effect. Young Living Ninja Red benefits include support for energy levels, normal cellular function, whole body, and normal eye health. Daily shot of about 2 ounces a day helps support overall wellness, and it is a powerful antioxidant. I'm going to tell you right now a little story with me. I just recently started using Ninja Red myself, and within about 2 weeks after using Ninja Red, I realized that my hair was growing faster and my nails were growing so fast and strong. I have never been able to really have nail polish and have beautiful nails all my life because I'm one of those that has super dry nails that are brittle and very weak. And I'm at a point now where I actually have to cut my nails down in order to get them so they're not so long. So Ninja Red really made a huge difference in places that my body was lacking for growth of my nails and my hair. So that'll do the same thing with your pet. It'll supplement what they're missing. That's the cellular function, I believe. So those are really, really super good. Sulfurzyme contains wolfberry, which is like if you're familiar with goji berry. It's a naturally occurring organic form of dietary sulfur needed by our bodies every day to maintain a structure of proteins, to protect your cells and cell membranes. Wolfberries contain minerals and coenzymes that support the assimilation and metabolism of sulfur. Omega Dyes combines the power of 3 core daily supplements of omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D3, and CoQ10. These supplements combined with the proprietary enhancement essential oil blend to create an omega-3. They're combined with the essential oils, I'm sorry. And they're used daily. You should use it daily to support normal brain, heart, eye, and joint health. Angeles is great for joint health supplement. It's really good for individuals who are looking to gain greater mobility and flexibility. It also helps in the reduction of inflammation. Angeles is probably a really, really good one for the older dogs. because they are losing their ability to have the mobility and flexibility just as we do when we grow older. Okay, let's get on to some fun things, you guys. Let's learn a little bit how you can use some of these oils and do some really easy DIY recipes that you can use not only on your dogs, but on yourself as well. So first one, we're going to talk about some bath time recipes. So you can do a dog shampoo. It's so easy to make these dog shampoos, and I make my own bath products as well. You can use 2 tablespoons of Castile soap, and a good recommendation for that is the Dr. Bronner's Castile soap. I like to use the baby soap from Castile from Dr. Bronner's because that does not have a scent, so it won't coincide and get mixed up with any scents of the oils that you put in. So you add that to 1 cup of water, 4 drops of peppermint, 5 drops of lavender, and 5 drops of cedarwood. And always make sure that you, even though the picture is kind of showing a dog getting it in their eyes, I would recommend keeping this away from your dog's snout and eyes, because peppermint can tend to be a little bit irritating. So just kind of gently maybe rub it around their cheeks and things like that. But I would definitely keep that out of the eyes and the membranes of the nose area. Dry shampoo, this is perfect for dogs that tend to have oily fur, even though they're clean. You can use 1 cup of baking soda to 1 cup of cornstarch and 4 drops of lavender, and just rub it on their fur. And that'll also, relax them as well. Okay, next up, dog ears. Clean dog ears. Oh my gosh, this is such a pain, especially with some dogs that you can't get into their area to clean real well. They might be finicky. But for clean ears, you can use 4 ounces of carrier oil. And again, I say keep away from keep away from grapeseed. But since we're going to be putting this on their ears, I would recommend using sweet almond oil because it's not so oily. And then you put, you use 1 cup of water, 8 drops of lavender, 5 drops of bergamot, 5 drops of Melrose, which is a really good oil for skin, 6 drops of German chamomile. So that's a great dog ear rub for them to just have overall health for their ears. And next up is a really nice cologne that you can use for them. So like I say, if you've got the dog that you just couldn't get the bath going before you have people come over, or if they're just naturally stinky, you can add 1 cup of water to 10 drops lavender, 15 purification, 6 drops orange, 6 drops peppermint. Put it in that spritz bottle with and I again always recommend a little bit of witch hazel. Always shake that bottle and keep it away from their eyes and face. But your pup will really like the smells of these oils. They're really nice oils together. An outdoor adventure day tripper spritz. This one is purification citronella, which is going to be really good. Okay, so the purification is going to help with stinkiness. Citronella is really going to help with keeping pests away. Same with cedarwood. They just do not like it. Palo Santo and thyme. Thyme is another one where pests do not like the smell. So again, it's just an easy glass spray bottle that you use to spritz their coat with it, and do that before you leave. And I always recommend having that in your doggy bag or purse or whatever when you are on your hike or outdoors with them, so that you can reapply. So the best way to get started using the essential oils with your pets and your family is the Premium Starter Kit. That's the kit of the 11 oils that we talked about. And they're the most commonly used essential oils, and each oil has hundreds and hundreds of uses. You also get a sample of the Ninja Red that I talked about, Young Living's Thieves Household Cleaner we discussed, a diffuser that's about $83 in value, and 24% off of all your future essential oil and product purchases and more. It's kind of like a Costco or Sam's Club membership, but Young Living does not require a monthly or yearly fee. The only thing that they actually require is that you purchase at least $50 a year. That's not going to be very hard to do. If you're going to be using your oils, you'll be purchasing some more oils. or products. So what I'm going to do today, since you guys came to this workshop and learned about using essential oils for your dogs, is I'm going to give you a $15 credit once you sign up with and purchase your starter kit. The credit will go into your Young Living account about 2 to 4 weeks after you get your premium starter kit. And then you can get some oils. It'll just be some free oils for you. And that's just my thank you for showing up here today. I will also give you a free essential oil that'll come directly from me, along with a welcome packet that will contain a whole bunch of information on how to use your essential oils, booklets, pamphlets, and a app from it's an app that's really awesome. It's like you can search for a single oil, and it'll tell you all the things that you can use that oil for. You can search the word acne, and it will tell you what oils is recommended to use for that issue. So that is something that I give to everybody who signs up under me. The only thing with that is you do have to sign up under my membership number 108700165 in order for you to receive the $15 credit in the oils or anything from me, because that's the only way that you'll be able to get that, is if you sign under me. So if you did want to sign up, again, you got to use that number as the sponsor and the enroller. And you can sign up and get your premium starter kit at www.bit.ly/YLOilsjoin. I will have all this information in the description as well. Please make sure you read the description, because not only do I have how you can order your kit, I also have various videos like the Seed to Seal. I also have a PDF that you can download that veterinarians recommend are no-no oils to use with your dog. I have a copy of all of the DIY recipes that we talked about today, and so much more information right there. Ways to connect with me. If you wanted to email me and talk further about these oils before getting your starter kit, that's fine, but all that information is in the description. So be sure to make sure that you get all the information out of the description that you can. Just real quick, there's also another part of the membership that's really, really awesome, and it's called Essential Rewards. Remember when I told you I would talk to you about how I purchased, or how I earned a almost $90 heliochrysum oil? I would have never been able to purchase that. So I saved up my Essential Rewards points and turned them all in for that oil, and that's how I received them. So you earn points through Essential Rewards, which is a free program for you to sign up, and you get, earn points every single time you purchase products through your Essential Rewards. You can purchase exclusive discounted Essential Reward kits that other people cannot purchase if they're not on Essential Rewards. You can fill your cart and change it as often as you'd like. It's kind of like those customized boxes of clothes and things like that people seem they really like. But with this, you actually get to pick out which products you want in your beautiful box. You will earn free products from Young Living at your 3rd, 6th, and 9-month consecutive purchases. And within 1 year, you'll get a exclusive loyalty essential oil that you can only get if you have been on Essential Rewards for a year. Like I say, you can spend your earned points on free products, and you can just continue the Essential Rewards program anytime. One other thing I have to say that's really important about the Essential Rewards: the longer you're on it, the more Essential Rewards you get. So like from the time that you start Essential Rewards to 3 months, you're getting 20 or 15%. Wait, I think it might be 10. Yeah, I believe so. You're getting 10% up until 3 months. At 6 months, you are getting 20%, and then at 9 months, I'm going to tell you just a moment. I know that they changed this on me, so I want to be right when I tell you exactly what those are. Hold on. Let's back up for a moment. Okay, so from 1 to 3 months, you will earn 10% back on the purchases that you make through Essential Rewards. You will earn 20% back from months 4 to 24 months. So after your 2 years being on Essential Rewards, you'll earn 25%. And I am actually at 25% now, which is really awesome. But the thing is if you start using these oils and the other products, and you're cleaning out your home from chemical products, you're going to find that you're definitely going to benefit by being on Essential Rewards, because you're going to be purchasing products every single month instead of going to the big box stores like Target and Kmart and Meijer, or whatever stores might be your local stores, Walmart, Walgreens. You're going to stop purchasing products through them, and you're going to start purchasing them through Young Living, because they're full of nothing but wonderful plant-based plants and essential oils and better, no chemicals. So you'll eventually want to get onto Essential Rewards. So we're almost done here. I'm going to include a list of the oils, a list of some of the oils I came across during my research for this workshop that are considered by vets not to be safe to use with your dog. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide a link to a PDF that you can download, and you will be able to just download that yourself and have that handy with you. So I just want to thank you for joining this workshop and learning how to use essential oils with dogs. I hope you guys take away some information and that you learned something today. And I just really appreciate you taking the time to make it better for your dogs, a better health and wellness, and all around just love them. And they're going to love these essential oils, I guarantee it. So thank you again. And I do want to say one more time, just make sure that you look at all the information that's in the description, because I did give you guys an awful lot of stuff that have wonderful resources. So have a great day.